Hello. Floyd Mayweather, 49 wins with 26 KOs and 0 losses. Of course, with some controversy. People blame the judges, people blame him denying avoiding fights to maintain his record, but again, people say stuff like that about everyone regardless, especially if the masses don't like your personality. Needless to say, amassing such a record in the professional world without even taking a knee, it's undeniable that the man's career has been stunning. Most people brush Conor to the curb, saying he doesn't really have a chance. Really, no chance at all. Let's compile a few references, a bit of data, and reassess that a little bit. Let's begin. Size.
But it's a lot for him to adapt to. Conor's big, he hits fucking hard, he can go both ways.
There's something about that dude, man. I'm telling you, there's something about that dude. He's got something going on. He's a much bigger man. He's a much bigger man.
Quick, too, for how big he is.
Yeah.
Very, very quick.
But if you compare the two of them frame-wise, like what if they ever do it, and they're standing right at each other, looking down at each other, you know, doing eye to eye, you're going to go, oh, shit.
Yeah, Conor's way.
With Conor McGregor at 1.75 meters in height and Floyd at 1.73 meters in height. With a 2-inch reach advantage, it may seem like Joe Rogan and Brendan Schaub exaggerated a bit. But in a game of inches that operates on the millisecond, every inch makes a significant difference to the outcome, and to that end, Conor is a much bigger man, especially when he can walk around at 174 pounds. He's done that before.
My fist is bigger than his head. Seriously. He's a Malteser with eyeballs.
But of course, size should not be the sole determining factor when it comes to victory, especially when so many other factors are in play. Let's continue. Southpaw.
I know southpaws have caused him a hell of a lot of trouble.
Floyd has had a history of trouble with southpaws and was even clearly knocked down by one. That's right. Zab Judah clearly punched Floyd in the face, and Floyd clearly touched his glove on the canvas. Maybe those haters are right about Floyd having the judges, or even the referee in this case, on his side, because that was 100% a knockdown. 100% his glove touched the ground. Regardless, back to the point. One of the reasons why Floyd took so long to fight Pacquiao is because of his history of trouble with southpaws. He doesn't like them. Oscar De La Hoya's fought vs. Floyd, and Freddie Roach, Manny Pacquiao's trainer, both say the same thing. And that's because Floyd's utilization of the Philly shell is designed for orthodox stances. He blocks jabs with his guard and has right-hand bombs deflect off his left shoulder and into the air. The moment you mirror him with a southpaw, he no longer has the same capacity to deal with jabs the same way. You could argue that Conor McGregor doesn't use powerful jabs, but instead predominantly uses his right hand to gauge the distance and set up his left. It's predominantly a tool used to improve the position of his bomb, but nonetheless, the left hand should be more problematic versus the guard Floyd Mayweather is most comfortable with. The Philly shell, leading with the left shoulder. Trash talk.
Two fighters are talking to each other, and while Shane's talking, Mayweather hits him with a left hook and a right hand.
Might have started loading up a little bit too much. I played into his hands, and I couldn't. I tried to bounce around, move around to knock it off of me, but I was just too tight. I started getting tight, and I couldn't throw a number of big shots.
Why was Shane Mosley getting stiff? A professional high-level boxer getting stiff in the middle of a fight? Why would that happen? Frontal lobe shutdown and muscle tension that results from stress or cortisol. That stiffness happened after Floyd started talking in the ring and made Shane's ego talk back. Floyd understands the power the mind has in the arena, and if you're too comfortable, he works to break you back into discomfort, into stress and tension, a place where you can no longer flutter freely with flow state. He smashes you with trash talk before and during a fight, not just to increase the value of his pay-per-view, but also to destroy his opponent's mind to ensure they can't fight at their full capacity. He knows this, he does this, he trash talks to break your will, and to make you tense up through stress. But here's the deal. Conor McGregor, too, is a king of trash talk.
Do you know what wrestling is?
I can rest my balls on your forehead.
You signed to fight me, it's a celebration. You ring back home, you ring your wife. Baby, we done it. We're rich, baby. Conor McGregor made us rich. Break out the red panties.
But even more incredible, the only time we've ever seen him feel pressure was due to him gassing versus the pressure of Nate Diaz's superhuman cardio. At 6 feet, 172 pounds, one of the best chins on the game on top of being a volume-punching triathlete, that's a pace that Floyd Mayweather will never come anywhere near. The Diaz brothers are a monster in their own league when it comes to volume striking. But aside from then, in Conor vs. Diaz too, it was incredible how calm he remained regardless of that same superhuman pressure. The punches bouncing off Conor's head did not affect him, he barely blinked if at all at times. Regardless of who you thought won that fight, You know, it was really close, but regardless of that, the composure Conor McGregor maintained throughout it is definitely worthy of respect. Otherwise, you're cheapening, disrespecting Nate's prowess as well. I believe they both deserve respect for that fight. It was the greatest fight of all time, in my opinion. Back to the point. Conor just doesn't feel pressure, and even Eddie Alvarez, who appeared to win the trash talk segment of the game,
You ain't no man, you took welfare.
Okay,
don't talk about money. Don't you talk about money.
Then what wasn't it
You
at
took
that
money
place there?
from single moms. Single moms go on welfare, not men.
Shut your fucking mouth.
when it came to the fight, Conor was just pure ice. No emotion, just flow. The man has this level of confidence that's just on another level, and his history of calmness probably will not be jeopardized, regardless of what Floyd says or does. Preparation.
I know every single shot he's been hit with. I know every single shot he's been hurt with. I know southpaws have caused him a hell of a lot of trouble. I know everything. Trust me. I don't care what rule set it's under. Most people don't know shit about fighting. I'm gonna teach him about true fighting, and that's it. I land one on the dome, anywhere on the dome. He's gonna know about it.
Does this sound familiar to anyone?
I study everybody extensively, and then I come up with their patterns. I figure out the way they flinch. I figure out their first favorite punch, their second favorite punch, their third, their favorite combinations, their setups to their takedowns. When they clinch, what side their head's going to be on. Literally everything. I know everything about every opponent. What side they're going to shoot, whether it's going to be a head inside, head outside. What am I going to do about that, you know? I figure out everything. Why they shoot, what area of the cage they like to shoot. Everything.
I know every single shot he's been hit with.
That's right. John Bones Jones has used a similar philosophy to dominate the MMA world. Conor may appear to be a freak of nature athlete, but his greatest strength is hands down his mind. Paired with that supreme calm, he uses extensive visualization and film study to understand his opponent.
It's weird to say, but he doesn't shut up. Like, if he's at home chilling out, he's on the internet, he's watching videos, or I go down and watch him train a lot, and he'll ask me to video him during his training sessions, and he'll be watching those videos back and rewind and
to feel their timing, their rhythm, to feel a core of who they are before the fight even begins. He doesn't have a fixed method of how he should attack. Instead, he's always learning and growing with a maddening ethic. He just keeps going with his body and mind until his organic, constantly evolving style becomes a clean counter to his opponent. Now, considering Floyd is 40 years old, thus obviously diminishing in neuroplasticity, his style is pretty much going to be the same as we've always seen it. I doubt the style that's made him successful for so long is going to change much, if at all. And that being said, Conor in his prime as we speak, I can guarantee is pulling up each and every one of Floyd's videos, watching how he's fought in that video, visualizing a way to victory, pulling up another video, visualizing, pulling up each and every video, visualizing each and every training video, working with people Floyd has faced. Alongside Conor's brilliant coach John Kavanagh, taking all of that in and visualizing the entirety of Floyd's style until he's a clean counter. As unreal as that may seem, the truth is, the occipital lobe cannot differentiate between imagination and reality, and to that end, he is refining Floyd's real timing and style into his mind. This is Conor McGregor's greatest strength. The law of attraction's religious devotion to visualization has given Conor an unparalleled ability to etch the very soul of his opponent into his mind and smash that soul over and over and over again before the battle has even been fought. Thus, unparalleled confidence and supreme preparation. Can Floyd do the same as well? Well, we've seen Conor dominate in MMA, but the reality is he's dropped 6 or 7 or how many other disciplines just to focus on one style, boxing. Floyd's never seen the timing, the rhythm, the style of Conor's pure boxing. He simply does not have that same huge, massive knowledge advantage Conor does. This may be Conor McGregor's biggest advantage, especially considering Conor McGregor is a very detail-oriented, intelligent fighter. Conclusion.
I'm confident going in there. I've got the reach. I've got the youth. I've got the confidence. I've got the unpredictable style. You can't prepare for a style like me.
There were a few more factors I could have gone more in depth into, but I think that's more than enough to convey my point. I believe Floyd would absolutely destroy Conor McGregor if Conor was who he was when he won 2 weight divisions in the UFC, because different disciplines, and Floyd is one of the best boxers on the planet. It's an obvious outcome. But when you give Conor McGregor time, that's when he becomes incredibly dangerous. It's not that just Conor is bigger than you, younger, is a southpaw that you hate. It's not even the fact that Conor has devastating one-punch KO power. Conor is a brilliant, studious, adaptable machine who, as John Kavanagh would put it, works even when he's sleeping. He is an eternal student with an inhuman level of confidence no trash talk in the world can cave. I don't think Floyd should underestimate Conor at all. He's made too many high-level fighters look effortless with few exceptions. And really, the more time you give him to study you, the more dangerous he becomes. His hardest fights have been with Chad Mendes and Nate Diaz, probably partly due to the short notice resulting in less time for him to visualize and study them. But when it comes to Floyd, there's just too much footage, and Conor's already been given way too much time. He's going to be a threat. Even if you don't think he'll still win, you have to believe he's going to be a threat. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Conor McGregor became Floyd Mayweather's karma for saying white people can't box. Who knows? What I do know is that, win or lose, that opinion will change. I hope I've changed a few of your opinions as well. Not in Conor, but in yourselves. Part of me will always believe in Conor because study and hard work is a capacity capable within all of us. It is what allows humans to single-handedly dig through mountains. Really, some dude in India single-handedly dug through an entire mountain just through sheer force of will. But anyways, back to the point. I believe in Conor because I believe in you. And really, that's it. Only the person with the mindset and the urgency to reach for the impossible will ever clasp it. If he fails, he only loses his regrets. If by some stretch of the imagination his fingers inch around it, he gains everything. So let's reverse the script a bit. How would Conor do versus Floyd in a real fight?
Let's be honest. He's not trying to have a real fight. He needs rules to protect him. I don't need rules. So he can say he's this and he's that, but in reality, he's scared shitless. He is scared shitless. If I decide to just fight him straight up, fuck the UFC, fuck MMA, fuck boxing, fuck sports fighting. Let's just say we fight. It'd be the easiest fight, you know what I'm saying? It'd be the easiest fight ever.
Yeah, basically. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you did. It's good karma. And until next time, peace.
What is the path to victory? An honest question. How do you beat Floyd Mayweather?
I've been listening to laughter all my career. They've been laughing. What? An Irishman win a Cage Warriors world title? Hell no. You serious? An Irishman? An Irishman win a fight in the UFC? Hell no. Laughs all around. Okay, he got to win. Now he wants to win a world title? Hell no, he's all talk, he's all hype, he's a joke. Laughter all around at the Joker. Then the Joker goes and wins the world title. Now he wants to win a second world title. More laughter. The sound of laughter and the sound of doubt motivates me.